So in this video, we're going to be looking at the concept of functions. Now, what are functions? Functions are basically blocks of code, all right, where you only need to write that functionality once, and you can keep reusing that same block of code again and again by just calling the function. All right. Now, how do you write a function in Python? All right. So let's go through step by step. So the first thing is we need to use the define keyword def followed by the function name. All right. So every function has to have its own name. All right. So let's call this function greet. All right. And then we put it end it with a colon. All right. And let's press the enter sign. All right, so enter key. Once you press the enter key, you will see that it goes automatically to the next line, one tab in. All right, now here you can put in the code. All right, so let's have something simple. So I'm just going to say print, all right, hello, and print today is a great day. All right, so this function greet is only going to have two print statements. All right, and let me go back. So the main application, all right, can call this function, all right, by just using the name that we have assigned to the function. All right, so basically what is happening is when I execute greet over here, I'm going to call the function greet, all right, that has the same name, and execute the block of code that is associated with the function here. Now you may say, why don't I just put the two lines of print directly in my main code? All right, of course you can do that, but the whole idea of functions is to what we call modularize your code. All right, that means you break up a very big objective into small modules and you focus on each aspect one at a time. All right, so this allows you to break up, all right, your code into subsections and allows more engaging collaborative work. All right, so when you have a team of software developers, all right, and you want to break up the tasks, all right, one way is you can give each team, okay, or each member of the team a particular function to focus on. All right, so this is one key aspect of functions. All right, and if you're working on a project alone, it's also good to break up your whole objective into multiple blocks, all right, and call them functions, and you focus on one function at a time. All right, so of course one of the things is the ability to reuse your code, as I mentioned earlier. So if I wanted to instead of just 2 lines, if I have 10 lines, all right, so let me say I just copy this again one more time. All right, so this is 4 lines of code. All right, today is a great day, let's have a coffee, and let's say another one, watch a movie. All right, so again I have 4 lines of print statements here. Now if I wanted to repeat these 4 lines of print statements, multiple times in the code, okay, without a function, I will need to keep writing these 4 lines of code and again. All right, of course one of the things is it consumes space, which means it also consumes memory. All right, so for any computer application, when you write a piece of software, you're taking up some memory space, and it's always good practice to try and optimize your code to consume the least amount of memory that it requires. All right, so in this case, if I wanted to print greet multiple times, all I need to do, if I want to print these 4 lines multiple times, all I need to do is keep calling the greet function. All right, so if I call it 2 times, you basically repeat the 4 lines of code twice. All right, but I've only written those 4 lines of code once. All right, so it actually saves space and allows me to make my code more readable. All right, so I won't have so many print statements, all right, sort of cluttering up my space, because everything is separated out into another function. All right, so this is the basic function, all right, where we do not have any input parameters and do not have any return. All right, so what are input parameters, what are return values? I will come to that in the next video. Alright, so this is a basic introduction to the concept of functions. Alright, so always remember, I start off with the keyword define, a function name, alright, and the most basic form is just an empty bracket followed by a colon sign. Alright, and you can perform any action that you want inside the function. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.